Twins or Blue Jays? Here's who Astros fans should be rooting for. Houston, a furious sprint to the finish, capped by a sweep of the postseason-bound D-backs over the weekend at Arizona, allowed the Astros to take a deep breath. Instead of boarding a post-game flight Sunday to Florida for the AL wildcard series, the Astros won the American League West and flew home to await their next opponent. Houston's gearing up for Game 1 of the American League Division Series on Saturday against either the Blue Jays or the Twins, who play host for the best-of-3 wildcard series. Game 1 is Tuesday afternoon at Target Field in Minneapolis. So who should Astros fans be rooting for? Is it bring on the Jays or we want the Twins in Houston? Let's take a closer. Blue Jays. 89-73, third place in the AL East. AL seed. Sixth seeds, the third wildcard team. Are these Astros. The Astros went 3-4 against the Blue Jays, winning 2 of 3 in Houston in April and losing 3 of 4 in Toronto in June. Toronto outscored Houston 35-22, but the Blue Jays haven't faced the Astros with a healthy Jose Otavo or Michael Brantley or since they reacquired ace Justin Verlander. The matchup. The Astros are what the Blue Jays are supposed to be, a star-studded team built for long postseason runs. Toronto has generally underperformed in the playoffs the past few years, but it would be a very dangerous Alzay matchup for the Astros. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Matt Chapman, and George Springer didn't play up to expectations this year, but they remain impact bets the Astros would have to work through. Chapman, Bo Bichette, and Dalton Varsho hit 2 homers against Houston this year. Blue Jay starters Chris Bassett earned runs in 14.5 3 innings, and Jose Barrios, F. Ulwer earned runs in 13 innings. Each had 2 strong starts against the Astros in 2023. But Houston roughed up Kevin Gausman, 8 earned runs in 11 to 11 innings, though he struck out 18 in 2 starts. Jose Abroyan, 426, and Mauricio Dubon, 9 for 226, both hit well against Jays pitching this year, with Kyle Tucker, Evan, 426 at 2.5, and Jordan Alvarez, F for 221, held more in check. Houston's best start against the Jays this year came from Luis Garcia, who threw 7 scoreless innings before he was lost for the season with Tommy John surgery. Christian Javier, 50 innings, 1 earned run, and Framber Valdez, 5 innings, 3 earned runs, both faced Toronto only once. Underlying storyline, Springer is one of the most popular players in Astros history, winning the 2017 World Series MVP for Houston. He's hit 19 career playoff homers, all with the Astros. Twins. 87-75, ALL Central champions, all seed. Third seed Worcester Quartermont AL division winners, St. Age Mastros. The Astros went 2-4 against Minnesota, getting outscored 29-25. Houston didn't have Verlander when it played the Twins, and Altuve and Brantley were injured when the teams met in early April. The matchup, these are 2 teams with much different postseason resumes. The Twins entered the wildcard series having lost 18 consecutive playoff games, and the Astros have won 56 playoff games since 2015. Still, the Twins have terrific starting pitching and should be able to match up with Verlander and Valdez, depending on how the wildcard series plays out. The Astros didn't face Twins ace Pablo Lopez this year, but Sonny Gray faced them twice and allowed 4 earned runs and struck out 16 in 13 innings. The pitchers who would start the first 3 games of the series for Houston, Verlander, Valdez, and Javier, haven't faced the Twins this year, which clouds the crystal ball some. Bregman, 7 for 23, and Dubon, 6 for 15, swung the bat well against the Twins. But Chas McCormick was 420, Alvarez was 3 for 20, Tucker was 2 for 21, and Altuve was 1 for 7. The Twins have power up and down their lineup, but they strike out a ton. Astros pitchers ranked 4th in the AL in strikeouts, so there are some matchups they could exploit. It's a mostly right-handed lineup, so Houston having a right-handed pitching staff plays into its favor. Also, will season injuries to Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton, and Royce Lewis be an issue in October? Underlying storyline like Springer, Correa was a cornerstone player on the Astros championship team in 2017 and had more than his share of big moments in the postseason for Houston. The verdict, the Astros' best hope is the Toronto-Minnesota series. Goes 3 games and each team goes deep into its bullpen. But on paper, the Twins are probably the better matchup for Houston because of the swing and miss in their lineup and the Astros' ability to match up with their starting pitchers. Plus, lingering injuries to key Twins players could be an issue. The Astros would be favored to beat either team in the ALDS, though probably not by much. A series against either team should be extremely competitive. That's all for today's discussion on the Astros' potential odds opponents. Don't forget to leave a comment down below with your thoughts and predictions. And as always, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things baseball. Until next time, play ball.